Hi everyone, this is Jeanette. Today's video is going to be on how to hem jeans. As you know, I have the Brother 2340 cover stitch. However, this is not just for the Brother people. This can apply to the Jukies, Genomis, and Baby Locks, whatever brand you have. Because I saw something that really works well, and it's specifically, not specifically, but it's, you know, it's for the people that think you have to hammer, use a genamajig or hump jumper. You don't have to. But anyway, this is the first leg, and this took me an hour to practice on, because I started out with jean thread. You don't want to use this; it's too thick. I first used it in both needles and the looper, and it was way too thick. Then I decided I'm going to use serger thread in the needles and the jean thread in the looper. Well, this is what it looks like in the looper with serger. It's still too thick. It's still nasty. So no. And normally I tell you guys, you don't have to serge before you cover stitch. In jean instances, I suggest you do, because of these long frays here. They do, get caught up in the feed dog. So now we're going to go on to the second leg. This is where I had my aha moment here. As you can see, I did serge it, but before I serged it, I went in on this is the outside seam here, and what I did is I come in and I took my seam ripper and I went down about an inch and I notched it. I notched it out about ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch, but notch it only to this stitch line. Do not go past that stitch line, this one right here. And then what you would leave about 1/4 of an inch and then open them up, so when you serge, you're going to go over them and they're going to lay open. Same thing with the inside seam. This is the inside seam of the leg. This time you don't have to, dislodge anything over here. You're just going to come in, you're going to notch it, but you're only going to notch it up to this line here, because if you go past that, you're opening up a hole. Again, leave about 1/4 of an inch, open it up, then serge. And then when you go to cover stitch, you're just going to fold it down. The bulk is gone. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I normally do start at the seam. I start at the seam on most of my projects. I'll go a little before the seam. Do a couple of turn downs. Grab your threads, and off we go. And you can see it went right over that seam, and it will do the second one too. And I'm using 80-12 sharp needles. I have them at the wide, which is left, right, nothing in the middle. My settings are needle and looper are 2. My differential is the 1 dot past the 1, and my stitch length is 4. So now you know you can hem jeans. It looks nasty because of the, how many times I've done it, but it's, it starts right there and it goes. There you go. So if somebody's going to do some jeans, hey, post it so we can see what they look like. And if this works for you, let me know, because I'm really curious to see, because like I said, I'm not going to do jeans again. I'm just doing this to show you. So happy sewing, everybody.